What is up, Finesse family? This is Mrs. B Finesse back with another interesting topic for today, guys. So, I want to talk about North Carolina says that they are digitizing slave deeds. All right, and it says they're going to pave the way to link descendants to deserved reparations. This is in the USA Today, and the person that wrote this article, he is the registrar for the Buncombe County, North Carolina. His name is Drew. All right, so I thought this was interesting. Let's talk about it, guys. It says that People Not Property digitizes a bill of sale records, also known as slave deeds, that have been ignored, hidden on dusty court shelves for generations. Partnering with local students, the project started in Buncombe County with the creation of a database of these slave transactions. So this is neat, guys. What has been happening is this registrar has been collecting data for a while now of slave deeds. So as many of you already know, there is actual documentation of the slaves, how much they were sold for, what their worth was, their names, and everything, guys. So they're trying to digitize this, which will be awesome because then you can't just destroy or get rid of the documents. They could be somewhere where they could be stored forever. So it says thousands of slave records have been found. The program quickly spread to other counties and then became a statewide endeavor. So that's in North Carolina. Okay, so it says thus far they have uncovered 40,000 names of enslaved people in North Carolina. And they're completing a framework that could be used by other states that want to join. So they're trying to start an initiative that can be used in other states. This is really neat, guys. Let's see. Now, guys, this lady, her name is Sarah Gudger, and she was a slave that lived until she was 121. 121, guys, and they actually recorded an interview of her in 1937, which is pretty neat. Her name was Sarah Gudger, and she lived to be 121, and she was interviewed near the end of her life in 1937 by the Federal Rights Project. And she was a slave in western North Carolina, and a location in the depths of slave cruelty and trauma that was downplayed. The county slave deeds recorded her slave sale at the age of 20 for $250. So she was sold at the age of 20 for $250, guys. And it says archivists and historians have been making these documents accessible for white Americans since this country was founded. And all these state records and stored documents are stored differently, but the state slave deeds exist in nearly every state. So there is documentations, guys. Obviously, it's just who owns it to let you see it, or who has the actual stored documents. Historically, since Black Americans have been excluded from this research because enslaved people are not listed by name in any census, leaving many Black families with questions. So if you want to know, guys, here's her bill of sale, Miss Sarah. If you don't believe it, this is what a bill of sale looks like for a slave. Okay. Okay, and it says an answer for reparations. Throughout the country, as government entities began to explore reparations for Black residents, it's important to transparently document the past transgressions. Obviously, guys, so if you can't show the proof, then people will say, oh, it didn't happen, or it's in the past. But now that you have the bill of sale showing these people were sold, the money they were sold for, and then all the profit that they were making, this gets interesting. It says slave deeds could provide a vital connection for the distribution of reparations. These documents and others might be some of the only official evidence to prove the link between descendants and their enslaved ancestors. And that was a big thing, guys, with reparations. People were saying, well, they're dead. How can you prove it? Obviously, there's also documents inside courthouses, buildings, city capitals that's just dusted in shelves. And that's what this article is saying, that they're there. You just have to go find them and ask for them, which a lot of people don't because they think they don't exist. It says community leaders and citizens should not wait. It says take the time to learn your county's history. If you If it was formed before 1865, there are likely slave records sitting on courthouse shelves. Ask the county clerk what they're doing to make the names of the enslaved available. All right. And then it says making slave deeds easily accessible throughout the country will allow Black Americans to do the profound work of tracing their family history back generations, while also enabling our society to better grasp its history. Because, guys, obviously, Black history is American history. I let my students know that, and they're aware of that. It isn't a separate history. Black people are part of America, especially the enslaved Black people. So that is American history. So I want to know what you guys think. I thought this was really interesting, and I think this is great educational information for a lot of people that have no clue what this means, have pushback on it, and they just want, to know a little bit more about the enslaved people and if there's actually documents of this. And guys, also ask your parents, ask your grandparents. A lot of them have the oral history and understanding, and I am going to do that. I'm going to talk to my grandmother who's over 90, and I'm going to record that, and so I can have that video evidence of what she remembers from her past. So guys, don't forget to like, share, comment below. Let me know if you guys know anything about your history. Let me know if you actually know documents going back to who your great-great-grandparents were. And do you think this is necessary? Do you think this is important for people to know and to have? I want to know what you guys think. But I thought this was an interesting topic. I wanted to talk about it in between my little free time on my vacay. So let me know. Once again, check my website out, Mrs. B Finesse. And if you guys need help with anything, life changes, organizing, check my website for my coaching consulting. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion about that in the comment section below. Make sure you guys get that YouTube algorithm going. And I will talk to you guys later. Adios, guys. Have a good day. Au revoir.